G'day. This tutorial is for anybody who has shot their film in HD or made their title sequence in HD and is now needing to prepare it for DVD for submission. So please copy the tutorial 08 DVD folder to your desktop. Have a look in here, you'll find two files. One is film.mov, which is a video, very exciting stuff as you can see. And the other is an After Effects project called Title Sequence, which is equally, if not more exciting than that video you just saw. So let's go ahead and open up Adobe Premiere. So you may have shot it in 1080 or 720. Now you should have either your group's film as a file or simply a Premiere project. You should also obviously have your After Effects title sequence ready to go at this point. So I'm going to create a new project now. I'm going to call it DVD Tutorial. OK, and I'm going to select HDV 720p 25 frames a second, and I'm going to call the sequence, you've guessed it, output. Great. Okay, now if you've opened up your Premiere project and you've got your group's film in here, that's fine, we can work with that. But for me, I'm going to treat this as if I've exported it, and now I'm just going to import the group's film.mov here. Bring it in, and there it is. Now I'm going to place that down in my sequence in video track 1, and there it is. Right, so now what I need to do is I need to bring in my After Effects composition, which in this case is your title sequence, and I'm going to use the Adobe Dynamic Link to do that. So I'm going to go up to File, and then down to Adobe Dynamic Link, and then Import After Effects Composition. And I'm going to go and navigate that file, which is on the desktop, in Tutorial 08 DVD, and then title sequence. I'm going to click that, and now as you can see down the bottom, it's connecting to Dynamic Link Server. Once it pops up, you'll see output sequence here, which is the composition from the After Effects project. Click OK, and that'll import into your project panel here. Now I would like to place my title sequence on top of my film, since there's transparency in it. And we can see it here going over the top. So we've got our 720 video up here. You might have a 1080, I don't know what you shot it with. Right, so you've got your film ready to go. It's in 720 or 1080, whatever you've got it in. We need to bring it back and put it into PAL widescreen so that we can put it onto a DVD. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sequence. And I'm going to close up the HDV, and I'm going to go up to DV PAL and then down to widescreen. I'm going to call this sequence DVD export, like so. And then I'm going to grab my output sequence and nest it inside my DVD export here. So now I'm going to change the zoom of my sequence from fit to 25%. I'm going to click on that nested sequence, and I'm going to see how much bigger HD is in comparison to PAL, and 1080 is probably going to be out here somewhere. What I need to do now is just scale it in, holding the shift key so that it constrains the scale, and I'm going to scale it right down just before I go over the edge. Now you'll notice that you're going to lose a couple of pixels on the top and the bottom. Okay, once you've done that, click off it. And now what we've done is we've crushed down our HD video to fit into our PAL one. Now I'm going to go back and change that to fit. Fantastic. Finally, let's just do a title safe check. You know how to do that. Make sure all your titles fit inside. What we want to do now is go back to the Adobe Dynamic Link, and we want to send this to an application called Encore. Click Send to Encore. Now Encore is Adobe's DVD publishing application that comes with the suite. Once it pops up, give your project a name. So this is just your project name, so call it My Film. And let's go through some of the settings here. We've got authoring mode, Blu-ray or DVD. Well, we've asked for this DVD in normal DVD mode. If we were asking for it in Blu-ray, which is 1080 HD, then yeah, we would do this right now. But I'm going for DVD, PAL. I'm going to use the transcoding settings that are already there. Which are the default ones, 720 by 576, and I'm going to click OK. Okay, now what it's going to do now is transcode, so it's going to build the video on the computer for us, and here it is finished down here in the timeline. Right, now what I want to do is I want to come down here and I want to change the name from Untitled Project to whatever you like, be it film or your name. Right, and if you're not already at this tab, just click up here at the build, rather than you might even come in here on the project. But let's just go to build, click build, and we're going to get this warning that says there are problems. There really aren't any problems. And then just click ignore and continue. It's going to save the project, and it's going to ask you to please insert a DVD media, which is a disc.